Okay, welcome to this short video clip on equivalent fractions. Now, equivalent fractions and finding equivalent fractions, relatively easy if you know your times tables. So, we're going to start by looking at different equivalent fractions for this fraction here, 2/3. Okay, now what I'm going to do to find the equivalent fractions of 2/3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write out my 2 times table along the top. Now I'm going to leave a bit of a space in between them, so 2, next one will be 4, and it'll be 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and I'll go all the way to 20. Okay, notice how I've put them all along the same row. And I'm going to do the same with the 3's underneath. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 and 30. Okay, so all I've done so far is I've written out my times tables for the 2 numbers that I see in my fraction. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line in between them, because what this is doing is it's making sure that these are now fractions. And actually, all of these fractions are equal to the original fraction, which was 2/3. They can all be cancelled down to that original fraction. Okay, so this is what it means by generating equivalent fractions. Okay, literally writing out your times tables with the top and bottom, putting a line in between them, turning it into a fraction. Very simple. So let's go down to our first question. What is the 4th equivalent fraction to 5/8? Well, the original fraction we're going to write down first. We've got 5/8. Remember that this is the original fraction. So it wants the 4th equivalent fraction. So I'm going to write out the next 4 numbers in each of their times tables like I did previous. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That would be the 4th equivalent fraction because it's the 4th number after the 5. And then we do the same with 8. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Don't forget to put the line in to make it a fraction, the equal sign to make sure they're all equals. Now the 4th equivalent fraction is that one. 1st equivalent, 2nd equivalent, 3rd equivalent, 4th equivalent fraction to the original. Again, we've done nothing different other than write out some times tables. Okay, now if we go back to a different type of question, we've got here the question at the bottom of the page, the camera. So 3/5 equals 9 over something. We need to work out what number goes in that blank box. Well, the way to do this is to remember your rules of fractions. Whatever you do to the top of a fraction, you must also do to the bottom, and vice versa. So, what we need to figure out is what we've done to this 3 to make it a 9. Now, when we say what have we done to the 3, I mean what have we multiplied or divided it by? Okay, so 3 times by something equals 9, or 3 divided by something equals 9. Well, quite simply, 3 times 3 is 9, we know that, so 3 times 3 is 9. Now remember that golden rule that I mentioned about 30 seconds ago? Whatever you do to the top of a fraction, you must also do to the bottom. So to fill in that blank, we've got to go 5 multiplied by 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. So the blank box is equal to 15. Okay, and that very simply is how we're going to find equivalent fractions.